We left Munich early in the morning, with the train cars still half empty and the sky blanketed in thick fog that seemed to wrap around everything. As we headed south, the noise of the city slowly faded, replaced by a soft, steady silence, broken only by the sound of the train running through fields and mountains. It felt like the world was slowly waking up, and we were waking with it. Through the window, the landscape transformed. First houses and buildings, then bare trees, green meadows dimmed by mist, and finally, mountains hidden among low clouds that seemed endless. We didn't know exactly where we were going, but something about the journey made us feel we were heading the right way. We arrived in Rottach-Egern just past 9. The first thing we noticed was the silence. Not an empty silence, but one full of history, of echoes, of ancient pauses. The air was cold, but not uncomfortable. We walked its narrow streets, lined with wooden houses with dark roofs, small gardens, and bikes parked without locks. Everything had a quiet, unpretentious beauty. The sky was still overcast and visibility was low, but instead of dulling the place, the fog gave it a magical touch, as if the village were suspended in time. Rottach-Egern, beside Lake Tegernsee, holds a history you can feel in every corner. This place was inhabited since Celtic times and later by Romans crossing the Alps. In the Middle Ages, Benedictine monks founded the Tegernsee Monastery and turned this valley into a spiritual refuge. As we walked, we imagined those medieval pilgrims, weary from travel, finding here a moment of rest, a breath. The streets, the walls, the rhythm of life, everything seems to speak softly, as if the village lovingly keeps its secrets. We stopped for a coffee, one of those that taste better when everything around is covered in fog. We saw locals greet each other with gentle smiles, walk without haste, live without the urgency of modern life. Rottach-Egern has something you can't quite see, but you can feel it. Maybe it's its connection to the lake, or the mountains, or its past. Or maybe it's the way time seems to slow down, as if the clock ticks to a different rhythm than the rest of the world. We recorded simple moments, a dog walking alone, a cyclist crossing the bridge, the reflection of trees in the water. Small things that, together, make you never want to leave. And then, near the end of the day, the church appeared. As if the wind had decided to move the fog at just the right moment, St. Laurentius Church came into view. Tall, white, with its tower pointing toward the gray sky, it looked like something from a storybook. It was built in the 12th century and has witnessed entire generations pass. Baptisms, weddings, wars, silences, all held within its walls. We approached quietly. There was no mass, no people, only the soft sound of wind and the creak of wood beneath our feet. The church said nothing, but somehow said everything. It was a reminder that although time passes, some places simply remain. That was our day in Rottach-Egern. No sun, no clear panoramic views, no big events, just fog, history, and calm. But it was one of those days you don't forget. Because sometimes the most special moments aren't found in the spectacular, but in what makes you feel at peace. And that's exactly what this small village gave us.